Thanks so much, Dr. Colby. I will share my screen. Let's see. Okay, can everyone see that okay? Yes, okay. So hi, thanks so much for having me today. So I'm just gonna give a brief introduction of myself and my background, and then talk a little bit about what I do at PepsiCo as a nutrition scientist. So I'll kind of dig in, but please, this is really informal. If you have any questions, please just stop me and I'm happy to elaborate. Also open to any questions you have at the end as well. So with that, okay, so yes, my name is Morgan Sowers. I'm an associate principal scientist at for the Health and Nutrition Sciences team at PepsiCo. So my background is in nutrition and dietetics, and I'm a registered dietitian. I completed my bachelor's in nutrition and science and dietetics at LSU in Louisiana. My dietetic internship and master's in nutrition and health promotion and education focus, the University of Southern Mississippi, and then my PhD at the University of Tennessee. And while I was also at the University of Tennessee, I did my MBA in marketing as well. So I graduated in 2019 with my PhD and MBA, and then I joined PepsiCo straight from there. But before I did that, I interned with PepsiCo in 2018, summer of 2018, with the nutrition sciences team. Had a really great experience and was hired full-time in 2019. Focused mainly supporting the Quaker brands, and that was based out of Chicago. So I was there from 2019 to 2021, where I then relocated down to Texas. So I am now supporting the Frito-Lay brands and snacks portfolio, some Quaker still, but mainly the snacks portfolio down in Texas. So I can give a little bit of background about PepsiCo and then a little bit of background about what my team does at PepsiCo. But again, stop me if there are any questions. So PepsiCo is the largest convenient foods and beverages company in the world, with businesses in more than 200 countries and territories, and we have over 300,000 employees, which is a good bit. Our convenient foods and beverages consumed more than 1 billion times each day around the world, so a large responsibility there. And we have really iconic brands. You can see some of them listed here, including Lay's, Doritos, Cheetos, Gatorade, Pepsi-Cola, which most people think of when they see PepsiCo, Mountain Dew, Quaker, SodaStream, just to name a few. And each of those big brands will generate about $1 billion in retail sales each year. So a pretty big scale and impact there. So our mission at PepsiCo is to create smiles and sips with every smile with every sip and every bite. And our vision is to be the global leader in convenient foods and beverages. We do that by winning, what we call winning with Pep Positive, and I'll get into that in just a second. But really, we focus on really being faster, so providing more consumer-centric and solutions and accelerating our investments. We also want to be stronger, so investing in the organization and our talent and culture, and then improving customer service, and then better variety of different ways, but integrating our purpose into the business strategy. So this is reducing nutrients to limit in our portfolio and adding more positive ingredients. So my team plays largely in that better space to be more consumer centric and provide those positive nutrients wherever we can. And here's just a little bit more detail around what Pep Positive means. So we have a focus around 3 different areas of positive agriculture. So that includes where we source our crops and our ingredients, positive value chain. So how we produce our products or, making a more inclusive environment, and then positive choices. So this is where we want to kind of encourage others, to our consumers, to choose better options by offering them lots of opportunities to get those positive nutrients, as well as reducing the negative nutrients where we can. So here's an intro to our team. Let me see. I'm hoping that this will work. If I can share the sound. Can you can you all hear the sound?
No, and I'm not sure if
Okay.
it's in the way of, let's see if I can change anything.
Oh, here we go. I think I shared with sound, so let me see if it works now. Does that work?
Not yet. No, the sound's not there. But the pictures are beautiful.
Okay. Let me see if I can go back and still nothing.
No, you may have to stop sharing for
Okay.
just a minute and
I'll
then
stop
share
sharing and
with
then
it.
start
Yeah,
again. Yeah.
share. You can choose to share with sound, I think. Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Here we go. Okay. Try one more time.
Welcome to PepsiCo Health and Nutrition Sciences. The Health and Nutrition Sciences team serves to bridge the gap between evidence-based health and nutrition research and the overall business goals of PepsiCo. We serve to better understand, interpret, and translate nutrition science and its relationship to diet and health in a way that is meaningful and useful to the business. As a global function with locations around the world, Health and Nutrition Sciences provides nutrition science guidance to internal stakeholders, including the development and implementation of nutrition criteria, which are the internal science-based nutrition guidelines that serve as a compass to assist in PepsiCo's portfolio transformation, including maximum levels for nutrients to limit and minimum levels for food groups and nutrients to encourage. Claim substantiation, monitoring, evaluating, and conducting research to support product benefits, translating into language that our customers understand, whilst ensuring our legal and regulatory affairs partners are aligned on claim language. Scientific positions on issues and hot topics such as immune health and personalized nutrition. Ingredient science scoping, focusing on nutrition and health benefits, helping to bring visibility to the science of new or on-trend ingredients. External communications focused on diet and health. Tools to enable collation and assessment of product nutrition data against internal and external benchmarks. Reporting against PepsiCo's product sustainability goals. Global health continues to be impacted by the rise in obesity and poor diet quality, leading to increased risk of chronic disease. By offering consumers more nutritious food and beverage options, we seek to positively impact the future of food around the world, while ensuring local tastes and preferences are considered. We strive through our four-pillar strategy focused on guiding product development, engaging externally to build both credibility and awareness, conducting and evaluating research, and educating internally to support the development of a portfolio of foods and beverages that delivers both positive nutrition through the incorporation of more whole grains, fruits and vegetables, dairy and protein, and health and wellness benefits through functional ingredients, as well as supporting good hydration through a wider choice of zero-sugar, calorie beverages. Around the world, consumers enjoy PepsiCo products more than 1 billion times a day. With that global scale comes an enormous responsibility to provide our consumers with products that meet the need for nutrition and enjoyment. The Health and Nutrition Sciences team plays a key role in leading the interpretation of the science linking nutrition, diet, and health to improve nutrition across the PepsiCo portfolio. For more information, reach out to your regional Health and Nutrition Sciences colleagues. Visit www.pepsicohealthandnutritionsciences.com. Welcome to.
All right. So I'll touch briefly on some of these points that were already discussed in the video, but I will move quickly through them because I know most of them were already mentioned. But basically, our function in health and nutrition sciences is really just to build that bridge between evidence-based nutrition research and then the goals of the business and creating products for consumers. So we really just understand, interpret, translate nutrition science in a variety of different ways, which I'll go into, but that's kind of our main purpose and function at PepsiCo. So we have a variety of different colleagues around the globe that work on our team, and a large majority of them, as you can see, have advanced degrees in nutrition or related health fields, so PhDs, masters, many of us are registered dietitians. We also have a large number of publications, and that number continues to grow, especially as we work on research in our team. So the next, we have 4 focus areas that I will kind of guide us through quickly that were mentioned in the video as well. So the first is really to help guide new product development and portfolio expansion. So we provide our nutrition science expertise to inform new product concepts, messaging, new functional ingredients, and substantiation of different product claims. And this is what my team specifically working within the snacks portfolio works on primarily, is within this pillar. We also have a team, a broader part of our team that does nutrition science research. So they might monitor, evaluate, or even kind of design or conduct specific research to support nutrition science claims or health claims to help position or differentiate our products within the market. And then we also do a large amount of internal education for our cross-functional partners, and that's just to make sure that they are well-versed in the different messaging or nutrition of our products and that they're able to speak confidently about them when they're out in the field or when they're doing their work. They know what types of claims we're making and why, what that means. And so we'll do a lot of education around them. And then we do some external engagement, communication with various healthcare professionals and sharing what we're doing at PepsiCo, kind of similar to this, but on a broader scale as well, and sharing what we're doing at PepsiCo, how we're improving our portfolio, just to kind of build trust and credibility for our products and our brands externally with these groups. So first, I'll dig a little bit deeper into what we do on the product development side of things. So we have, as part of our PEP Positive goals, we have goals to reduce added sugar, saturated fat, and sodium. And so you can see we have specific targets that are set here as part of the broader PepsiCo portfolio, and we're making really great progress towards these. You can see we're nearly there on added sugars. We've met our saturated fat goal, and then we're making really large efforts right now to reduce sodium, especially with some of the external guidance that we're getting from the FDA or WHO related to reducing sodium in products. So we're doing a large amount of that, especially on the snack side of the business. So these are our main pillars that we work across related to that nutrients to limit section. And then here's just a few product examples that demonstrate kind of how we can have a big impact to promote the creation of some of these healthy, nutrient-dense products that meet our goals for these nutrients, but then also promote food groups to encourage or, and not sacrifice on taste. So you can see we have like sun chips, black beans, which meets our targets, but also provides 14 grams of whole grains and a good source of black beans. And then we have Quaker Chewy bars. This is a formulation that we worked closely with our product developers on to reduce the sugar. And again, it's providing 9 grams of whole grains, so that's positive there as well. We also have Popcorners, which is a air popped, not fried corn snack, which allows it to meet our sodium and saturated fat targets, but it's also providing a little bit more of a sweet flavor, which is great. It's what the consumers are looking for. And as well as the Quaker instant oatmeal, here we have some decadent flavors around cookies and cream and chocolate that are meeting our added sugar targets and the other targets, but they're also providing a large amount of whole grains, which is great. And then we, in addition to new products, we'll work closely with our product developers to renovate existing products. So this is one where we worked with them to see if they could reduce their sodium in a very popular SKU. I'm sure you've seen this out in the market is, maple and brown sugar. Well, they wanted to put a high fiber claim on it related to digestive health. And so we asked them to reduce the sodium to make it a little bit healthier, to kind of make it fit better in that category. And so they were able to reduce the sodium there without sacrificing any of the taste or the consumer expectations. And then finally, as I mentioned, we focus not only on nutrients to limit, but also nutrients to encourage. So we have a couple examples here of how we've worked to incorporate positive nutrition, like in our Bear fruit chips, we have, a half a cup. Each serving provides a half a cup, which is a half of the USDA recommended servings of fruits a day, as well as our off the eaten path veggie crisps, which are made with real vegetables. And then of course our Quaker oats, which provide 100% whole grain oats, and a half a cup is almost it's 3/4 of a serving of whole grains per day. So those are all great ways where we're able to incorporate positive nutrition in addition to making sure that we're not providing overly negative nutrition as well. So within the nutrition science and research side of our team, of our broader team, as I mentioned, we have a couple of things that our teams work on. And I think there's a transition here, so I will click through. So we have a team that works specifically on, reviewing nutrition claims, both on our packs of our products, but also within website messaging, with healthcare professional communications and education materials. We have influencers and media representatives that work with us that share our products, and we'll make sure that everything they share is scientifically accurate and appropriate for our products. We work closely with our culinary teams to develop recipes. All of that is kind of making sure that we're communicating about our products in a way that is just scientifically accurate and appropriate. And then, like I said, on-pack claims are another thing that we work on closely as well. So this is just an example of the types of claims that we might work on. We have a regulatory affairs team as well that will work in more of the regulated claim space. So anything that's FDA regulated, like good source of fiber, for example, or good source of B vitamins, that's all externally regulated. Our team works more on the gray space where there's not really regulation externally, and we're set to define that. So our team will be tasked with looking into the research and seeing what's appropriate. And then setting that substantiation to make sure that we feel good about those claims, and there's low risk around associated with them. So there's nutrient content claims, like I mentioned, the good source of fiber is an example of that. There's structure function claims that really focus more around like what a nutrient is doing for a specific function in the body, a normal function in the body. Something to support bone health, or something that's already, a normal function in the body. And then there's health claims. So health claims are the highest level of substantiation, and that's like to reduce your risk of heart disease or things like that, which our Quaker oats are able to put because of the beta glucan in their those products. So we work in a variety of different spaces like this. I'm sure you've learned some of this in your nutrition classes, but happy to answer any questions you have as well. And then, as the video mentioned, we do have a website where we have a variety of different educational resources that we've created that summarize the science really nicely on a variety of different topics. We also have webinars that have CEU potential. If any of you are looking at those, they're a great space for that. And then we have an area for our publications as well, for publications we've worked on as a group at PepsiCo. So here's some examples of educational resources. We did an education on FODMAPs, on gut health and probiotics, dietary fiber, and these are primarily non-branded. So we might provide some examples of types of products, but we try to stay pretty neutral and non-branded and make them as educational as possible. So they're useful. If you are going out and educating in the field, you're more than welcome to take these and use them to educate clients. They're available for anyone to access. And then again, for our education, we have a variety of different topics, and publications. We have a variety of different topics as you can filter through and see what you're looking for and what's available and what we've published. And then for internal education, as I mentioned, we have a variety of different educations that we do in different formats. We have newsletters, we have webinars, we have full day educations, and it's a variety of different topics in different groups. And so it's tailored to baseline knowledge of that group, as well as what they might need to know. So some teams might need to know a little bit more specific than others. So we have that capability, but we'll get education requests internally often. So we have a couple of things that we will work on, but really, like I said, it's to make sure that they understand the nutrition of our products and they're able to work with us a little better to meet those standards and also speak on those standards when they're speaking to consumers or to customers and that kind of thing. So lastly, we have external engagement. As I mentioned, this is the portion that we work with healthcare professionals to share, sample our products and answer questions about them, about what we're doing and the positive things we're doing. We also bring visibility to those nutrition education materials that we're developing that I mentioned. We'll present our research findings. Potentially, we will also kind of work with them and get their feedback. And it's always helpful to hear, especially from healthcare professionals, and what their perceptions are of our products so that we can kind of better suit them or share that back with our sales team and a marketing team to let them know kind of what's going on in the field. And then also we have potential partnerships. As I mentioned, we have influencers that will share our products or share recipes and things about our products. So we'll scope those out as some of these engagement events as well. So the last thing I have is a quick video of the presence at FNCE last year, which was in Orlando. If any of you were there, we had a booth there that we helped to plan and present to share a lot of these things. So I'll share this video to give you an idea of what we do. Right. So with that, I know that was rapid fire, but I am happy to take any questions anyone might have, clarifications.